Welcome to March, the most wonderful time of the year in North Carolina. Alongside Joe Giglio, I'm Joe Ovies from the Ovies and Giglio podcast. And once again, thank you for inviting us, Governor Stein, to unveil your brackets.
Yes, sir.
How much prep have you? I mean, I know you've been on the road. How much time are you spending on the websites, looking at the metrics, Ken Pom, Bart Torvik? Tell me the secrets. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at who's going to win.
You're going on vibes is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go.
The important thing, what is nice about these, is that nobody ever goes back and sees just how badly I did, which is, I thank you all for not.
Oh, come on. You're a politician. There's Oppo research. I know somebody's on YouTube from last year.
This is transparency as long as there's no accountability.
Fair enough. All right, so let's start in the East, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, we got Duke and TCU already advancing, and you're going to keep it with Duke.
Yes.
There's a little bit of Tar Heel for life there with St. John's, though.
Yes, there is. Ian Jackson, and in fact, Ian, as a Carolina fan, which I am, the way I look at it is St. John's, Vandy, Michigan, all the former Carolina players, they're going to play the best of their entire careers just to make it more painful. But St. John,
North Carolina is in this tournament.
They are.
I'm just saying.
They are, and we'll see how well they do. Kansas, just not that great. So I got St. John's. And then I'll play it out. And this is where, actually, I've got Duke outlasting St. John's. Duke's problem is they're insanely talented, but when you lose your center and your point guard, I know they may get the center back second week, yes. which they desperately need, yes. Because two big men is not enough to win an NCAA tournament. If they get him back, then Duke's prospects jump forward, but that question mark will play out as you see in the Elite Eight. Izzo just knows how to win, and I think that, what's my coach at UConn?
Wow, Danny Hurley.
Hurley, he's just going to combust. He's going to be on the sideline and his head will explode and they will lose.
He might bump a ref while we're at it, allegedly.
And here's my big pick. Duke's out in the Elite Eight, and it's just because you need to be fully healthy to make that final run. They're obviously insanely talented.
Now, you know Duke and Michigan State played earlier this year, and Duke beat them.
With a full regiment.
On their home floor.
With a full regiment. Yeah. They had the point guard, they had their center.
Okay.
You're aware when the tournament is played in Indianapolis, Duke has won 3 of their 5 national championships in Indianapolis.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
That's a big.
Okay, good.
Are we getting you to reconsider it? Because you could always reconsider it.
You know that Mike Krzyzewski won his first championship in Indianapolis.
Is he coaching?
He's not. But you know,
I actually saw Coach K's last game.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
That's all you got to say.
You want to remind him that John Shire also won his first national championship in Indianapolis?
As a player.
As a player.
2010.
Imagine the symmetry.
Shire's ridiculously impressive. What he's been able, the way that there has not missed a beat, like almost throughout history, if you look at like the iconic coaches, Wooden to Gene Bartow, Smith to Doherty, it's really, really hard. And so hat tip to John Shire.
Okay, now let's focus on your Tar Heels.
Yes.
Here. I'm with you on the VCU.
Okay.
You want to wow the governor with your Hubert Davis first game of the tournament stat?
Hubert Davis has a lot of issues with UNC fans in particular, but the one thing he's really good at is winning his first NCAA tournament games. He's 3-0 in those games with an average margin of victory of 27 points.
Damn.
Pretty impressive.
And 2 of those were coin toss games, which this one figures to be as well if we go by the bench.
Including the playing game last year.
Like him over Illinois, a little rematch of the national championship game.
Exactly. In fact, that just popped up on my Twitter feed. I think it knew that I needed it.
Oh, the algorithm.
The algorithm knew I needed that happiness. Raymond Felton hit a deep 3. McCants just threw up an air ball, but Marvin Williams was there for the alley-oop tip-in.
I think we forget about Marvin Williams sometimes. He was pretty darn good.
Okay. And this, I have Vandy beating Florida, which is just because they had a really good run in the tournament last week.
And they have 2 Tar Heels. They have Jalen Washington and Tyler.
And both of them, I enjoy. I love both of them. Who was it? Minnesota?
Cade Tyson.
25 points.
Yeah, ridiculous. I know.
Did he make a basket when he was with Carolina?
I forgot he was even there.
It was crazy.
We got
All
a
right.
North Carolina storyline here with Kelvin Sampson and UNC.
Yes, and
There we go. All right.
Sampson just wins.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
and the reason he wins is because defense. He knows how to play the hardest lockdown defense of anybody. I got Arizona. This is actually going to be an incredibly entertaining and good game with Wisconsin and Arkansas.
Calipari's got things rolling again.
I understand.
It's pretty impressive. Everybody kind of thought he was just done. He was cooked after Kentucky, but he's quickly turned things around.
Well, and he and Patino both had really good years. And then, I think how far do I have BYU going? I got them going all the way.
We'll see what happens with the NC State-Texas game, but I'm with you. I think Stefanski just does what he wants to do in that next game.
He is quite good at basketball.
Good at Tar Heel. Good at Tar Heel.
But if he were, we wouldn't have Caleb Wilson.
And
we love Caleb Wilson. I really wanted to pick Queens because you want Queens. First time Queens ever made it to the tournament. I don't know if there's any program, I think Purdue probably has the worst first 2-round record as a 1 or 2 seed of any school. They lost in the first 2 rounds for years in a row under Dean Keaty. But I have them going to the Elite Eight, losing to Arizona in the Elite Eight, Arizona to the Final Four.
It's still weird seeing Elliott Cadeau in Michigan.
I hear you.
Michigan uniform, not gonna lie.
This one's just an emotional pick. Alabama always beats Carolina. They actually started out much worse in the year, and they ended up pretty strong. But this is just, I don't want them to do well.
Okay, fair enough.
Sometimes you have to pick a team you hate.
Exactly.
When was the last time you did that?
A lot.
Okay, guess so.
I was going to say, sir, you know who the coach of Santa Clara is, right?
Who?
Did you do this to trigger Giglio?
Who's coach?
Herb Sendek.
He
NC
is?
State coach. Yeah.
You really think he's going to be the blue blood?
Well,
in a game that matters?
Wasn't he?
It's only because
Josh, you were here.
Kentucky has 13 wins.
Losses,
Is there
yeah.
13 losses? Is there any other school with 13 losses? No.
Also, does he do this for Patino? Is that what this is?
That's
Is that what it is? Herb
That's
Sendek gets one for Patino here? Is that what that is?
it's residual.
enough, fair enough,
The only other 13 loss team in the whole bracket is Queens.
A true
This is just a gift because of their name.
Fair enough.
Because of their name. And then
Josie and Red with that Santa Clara, the Herb Sendek. It's bringing back all sorts of NC State memories. Okay, so far liking the Michigan.
So this ends up being pretty chalky. A 1-1, 2, a 2 and a 3. So
Not necessarily a bad thing given the current state of college basketball with NIL and the portal. The stronger programs have been able to thrive in this situation.
yeah, like last year it was one of the chalkiest tournaments ever. I think only we've got like 1 or 2 meaningful upsets in the first round.
Makes sense.
Oh, we just got you here in the state of North Carolina, okay? You're gonna be able to run again in 3 years, all right? Are you trying to tell us you're moving somewhere? Like, what is up with the state of Michigan love? Like, what are we doing here? Well, why do we have 2 teams from Michigan?
Well, we have one that's coached by a Carolina
There we
boy,
go.
Kelvin
All right.
Sampson,
All right, now we're talking.
Robinson County.
Okay.
And then we got UM.
Elliott Cadeau.
Because of
It's the Elliott Cadeau thing.
And then the champion is going to be the University of Michigan.
That is completely not with your grind.
Can't decide if I should respect the fact that your Duke hate runs that deep.
It's Duke. It's Duke love and respect. It's just they need to be healthy.
I'm with you on that. And I understand your overall point here with Patrick Youngbutt. Nobody's going to deny that. But I am confident that they have been playing it very, very slowly
With him.
knowing and
All right.
understanding. Getting to the ACC tournament is one thing. We don't need to risk it.
Well, not only
Let's
that,
make
they
sure
still
you're at
won it.
100%. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Youngbutt until the Sweet 16, honestly. But we'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Interesting. Well, Duke
Boozer's
is
good.
ridiculously good.
Boozer's good, man.
They're
Just efficient.
they're ridiculously good.
Defense, like you said about defense earlier, they like with Kelvin Sampson in Houston, they play defense to a level. But you know what? It's your bracket.
Yeah, and Houston is just always, they play grown-up basketball.
Yes.
They just make it very difficult to move on the court.
I think your staffers are Googling places to live in Michigan as we speak. They're like, well, I didn't realize we were trying to win votes in Michigan.
On championship night, do you have like an Elliott Cadeau shirtsy or jersey somewhere? Is that what I'm missing here? No? Okay, just double checking on that. But you will be sipping from your He's Not cup.
I will be.
Okay,
I will
fair
be.
enough,
I will.
fair enough.
But to your point, this is less upsets
Yes.
than typical. We're starting to see the NIL and all the transfer portal really start to shift. It used to be you could have one of these great teams that I'm trying to think of some of the ones of the past where it's just filled with seniors who are all 6'3", and they shoot out the wazoo and they play together for 3 years.
You look at VC, you look at Butler, you look at, what was it, Chicago, Wichita State. Yeah. Where these teams, to your point, teams with players that have been there 3 or 4 years.
They know each other hand in glove.
It wasn't like a situation where an ACC coach saw their stats and thought, hey, how about you come play for us? You're the leading scorer in this thing. So you're absolutely right about that. And every tool that you can use shows you that this is once again another tournament where the power teams have the advantage and they are statistically likely to get all the way through. So there's nothing wrong with the chalk bracket right now. I'm not going to knock that. Not going to knock it at all. Now let's get to the women's NCAA tournament Final Four. Again, not a lot of love for the locals. I see Duke getting knocked out before they get to the Elite Eight. I see UNC though. I like this. The little old school ACC getting over on Maryland, getting them to the Sweet 16.
Here's the deal. UNC is 2 years away from being in the Final Four.
I can see that.
You know, they got this,
Courtney's done a great job.
and she's got the #1 high schooler coming in, daughter of Matt Harpring from Georgia Tech.
Boy, that'll make me feel old.
She is the #1 player in all of high school ball. She just won the National Player of the Year. So she's coming to Carolina. Carolina is going to have its moment in 2 years.
But they are playing UConn, who Sarah Strong is from the Triangle. So she's the #1 player in women's basketball.
I didn't know she was from the Triangle. What the heck is she doing at UConn?
Well, the
Gino
mom
Auriemma.
went to Harvard. So there is that. Plus, Gino, he's pretty good at
He's
UConn.
pretty good.
This thing rolling. So
And
what do we got in the Final Four?
We got UConn, of course, undefeated. #1 seed USC. I have Texas. I have Michigan State beating State. State has had a tremendous run in the last 4 or 5 years. They're a little down this year.
Yeah, a little bit of a reset for Westmore this offseason. Be curious to see how they attack the portal.
So this is exceptionally boring. This is 4 1 seeds, which it's like NIL and men. Because women have always been chalkier, much fewer upsets.
Yes.
I believe one might end up losing. I don't know which one, so I went with all. I couldn't pick. And then I'm gonna go with the 2 behemoths for the year.
Yeah.
UCLA is gonna shock the world. John Wooden's ghost is gonna come back and help them defeat UConn.
Now, what's interesting here, you're right. I'm with you. UConn, UCLA feel like this is like
Collision course, yes.
But UCLA, I get it. UConn is the name brand that everybody recognizes because of Gino Auriemma, but UCLA's been doing some stuff this regular season.
Well, UCLA gave UConn their best game of the year, but also UCLA's got 19 Q1 wins. That's a lot.
And they have the #1 center in the country, so I think UCLA is gonna do it.
All right, we'll see what happens. Once again, thanks for having us out.